Hello, this is me, Julia Okutepa, and this is my darling husband.
This woman.
I beat you to it, yes.
After they finish counting 1, 2, 3, go. I wanted to open my mouth. I just now war. Oh, I've always introduced the videos.
So you are welcome to Couch Conversations.
On the Couch Conversations.
Oh, sorry, sir. On the Couch Conversations with Ocholi.
I didn't know that somebody had the mind.
Why are you making my presentation feel bad?
Okay. In fact, 1, 2, 3, action.
Hello, this is my beloved husband, Ocholi Okutepa.
Why not use your own style? Why are you copying my style? Well, let's get to it. Before somebody wonders, is this what this video is about? Well, just keep it real. Marriage is sweet when it's that spontaneous and real, you know. So what are we talking about today? We are talking about how to keep your relationship or marriage fresh, sweet, and green. All right? Always beautiful. How do you do that? Because we live in a world where people get quickly tired. And sometimes you ask the question, what happens between I do and I don't? Because people start relationship from a very excited place. Then all of a sudden it looks like, what are we doing together? Okay, so how do we deal with that? How do we keep it fresh? How do we keep it sweet? And how do we keep it green? Okay, first thing I would say is you can never, as a believer, overemphasize prayer. Jesus said in Luke 18 that men ought always to pray and not to faint. In any area you are fainting is because not enough prayer is going in. All right, so you need to pray. Now, why do you also need to pray? Your enemy or your adversary, the devil, goes about like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Your relationship is a beautiful thing. Your marriage is a beautiful thing. And Satan is the avowed enemy of everything good. And the greatest way and main way we have given in scripture to put the devil in his place is to be, in the place of prayer. Why in the place of prayer? Where we're able to assess our strength in God and engage the power of God. And that's why Jesus even took it a notch higher when his disciples could not cast out Satan. And he said to them, this kind does not go out except with fasting and prayer. What was he saying to them? He was saying that it takes a degree of certain devotion to handle the devil. When Jesus also needed to intercede for his disciple, Peter, who was going to deny him for restoration, what did he engage? He engaged prayer. Because sometimes you are also going to need for your partner to line up. Again, when Jesus was facing the hardest decision of his life, going to the cross, what did he do in Gethsemane? He prayed. And part of what happened was he came to his disciples and he asked them, couldn't you watch with me for just 1 hour? So prayer can never, ever, ever be knocked out of the equation if you want to keep anything on God's earth in place. Whether it's your marriage, your relationship, or anything, you need to pray. So prayer is not one of those chores or one of those things. Because sometimes people come for counseling and the first thing they say to you, leave prayer aside, let's face reality. We refuse to face any other reality until you get the point on prayer. You want to say something?
Yes. I want us to pull out the wisdom of the mechanic on this matter. How to keep your marriage fresh and thriving. See, it's not how, the condition in which you bought the car. Perhaps you bought the car brand new, tear leather. It doesn't matter. What matters is the maintenance culture of that car. If you don't have a proper maintenance culture.
I love that word. I think you need to emphasize that word before the other points you might want to talk about. Culture.
Yeah.
Maintenance culture.
That means it's not a one-off thing. It's something you do consistently. If you don't have a maintenance culture for that car will never live up to its capacity. Now, I remember my vehicle, at some given point, I need to service that car. Now, there's a mileage in which, after you service a car, you use it for some time. And after a certain mileage, you need to service the car. If not, after a while, it will knock. The engine of that car will knock.
Yeah. Wow. See, you see this thing Julia just said. You really got me thinking. I'll take you back to that word culture, maintenance culture. You know what she just said about mileage and all of that? You know what happens, eh? Okay, let me go back to one example using one of the teachings I heard you give. Julia used to have a car that didn't have any display on it of the oil life.
Yeah.
So, but every time you service that car, you take the number of the mileage. Like the car had run 60,000 miles. then the service people advise you as to the next mileage when service will be due. So if it was 60,000 miles, if you run another 3,000 on this oil, you should come for a change. Then she changed her car to another car that gave you the oil life. Now,
automatic update.
Exactly, automatic update. So as you look on the dashboard, you already know what oil life you have left. If I remember, we had a car that the oil life was still 50% at the time, and the mechanic asked us to, service the car. In essence, change the oil for some reason at the time. And I agreed with him. Why? That word you just used, culture, maintenance culture. So you see, after the point on prayer, she has introduced the mechanic mentality or wisdom. And the mechanic wisdom tells you that for any equipment to remain prime in its effectiveness or function, it needs to be cultured into scheduled maintenance. I'm not talking about repair. Repair is another thing altogether. That's when there's a spoiled part. Because a lot of people think that all that mechanics exist for is to fix broken things. No. The first thing is to maintain. Now, a lot of marriages come to the point where they need somebody to fix a broken thing because it was not even maintained. And we're going to go into certain maintenances we can talk about. For instance, every relationship has an emotional need for maintenance.
I love the fact that you segment it.
Exactly.
It, because in a car there are different parts, and different parts need maintenance. Like you have to wash your car regularly
for it to be clean.
You have to change your tires regularly
for it to be safe.
You have to manage your brake at certain points.
For it to have sanity, because the sanity of a car is the brake. You have to put fuel. Even if a car is serviced and sound, if you don't put fuel, you will not move. All right, you have to change the oil for the engine to work. You have to put water in the radiator for the car to stay in normal temperature. Do you see? That's how marriage is. That's how relationships are. It's not just one thing fits all. No, there's oil, there's water, there's
brake fluid,
there's air for the tire.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things. So you see, let's go into maintenance, for example. You see, this is my wife. Is she not reporting?
Hey.
See, money has to enter. I'm telling you. I think we'll do one video on romance and finance. You see, money has to enter. I'm telling you. You see, this hair, it costs money. This lipstick, it costs money. Earring, it costs money. Watch, costs money. Clothing, costs money. Everything. Do you get what I'm saying? But guess what? That's just one aspect. Yeah. What about talking to? How you talk to? Hey! That one is sweeting you.
Yes, now.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's the maintenance culture. What I'm doing is we're sticking with the word culture. What is the culture that will keep the relationship green, fresh, and see, until you make certain things habit, you will struggle. Yeah. For instance, do you have a culture of vacation yearly? And when you mention vacation, some people just think that means traveling overseas, traveling to another nation. No. You can keep it simple. You can keep it to your pocket. All right? Do people have culture of having time to talk? Do people have the culture of coming home on time to spend time together? Because some people, besides people that live in cities like Lagos, let's just slate our Lagos people now, who are under the burden to just be subject to traffic and all of that. If you have the opportunity, why are you going to hang out with the boys? Every time you're with the boys, you're with the girls, why are you living life like apart? Make a culture of doing life together. Do you get what I mean?
And you see, it's cool to be spontaneous, do things suddenly, but there's something about having a culture of consistency. You see, routine
is the secret of champions. Routine. Yeah. Every champion keeps a routine. Go and follow footballers or any athlete on the earth. They are so routinous, is that English? To the point that what they eat, when they sleep, do you know that when people go for, let me close my mouth and say, do you know that when people go for competitions as athletes, they are not allowed to touch their wives or their spouses? Culture. Why? At that point, the success of that sport requires some discipline. So, this routine she's talking about. What's your routine? That's what we're talking about. What's the routine of your love? Do you guys have any time you go out? Do you guys have any time you just gist? Do you guys create an enabling environment for the relationship to flow?
Do you guys play?
Do you play? All right? So it's so important. We have made 2 key points in this video. We're trying to keep it simple. You must pray. If I make prayer itself a culture, and there are different dimensions even to the prayer.
Was what I said.
Play. No, I didn't think he said pray. I'm just now recapping. I said the first thing I said was prayer. The next thing we're talking about is the mechanic wisdom, which has different compartments. So, you thought I heard you say pray. No, I heard it were play. I'm coming back there. I'm just recapping. So we started from the place of pray. Then we got to the mechanics wisdom that we say have different compartments. And the compartment that Julia wanted you to remember is the compartment of play. You know she likes to play. So can you just...
It is very vital. Very key.
Can you just... Why are we doing like we're not even serious in this video? We're very serious. Take these points very seriously. All right? Okay, I think we'll just leave it at this point today. But if you really want to keep your relationship fresh, if you want to keep it sweet, if you want to keep it evergreen, you see these 2 points we have made, you can't neglect them. All right?
And I just want to add this for specific reasons. Every family is different. Understand your uniqueness. What will appeal to Ocholi Okutepa and Julia Okutepa may not appeal to your spouse, because some people feel that you have to repeat what you see other people do. You need to...
So some people will not play?
Yes. No,
or they'll play differently?
They will play differently. So you need to enter research and understand what is the routine that will best fit your partner.
And when she say research, it's not research in library. It's research of your partner. The most important research subject on earth to you is your partner. Once you can understand your partner, you have made it. Just understand your partner, you have just made it. All right? So it's important to understand what works. For instance, let me even shoot this example further. Hope you know it's not the same mechanic or garage that fixes Honda that will fix a Mercedes. So you see, there's a difference. The approach to every vehicle is based on the product or the brand of that vehicle. So you see, you need to understand the brand of your partner. Because when you understand the brand of your partner, but let me give a quick warning. No partner should come and say, I watch a video, you better understand my brand. That does not make you rigid though. We are saying this to the person who is trying to understand the other party. We are not saying this to the person who should use it as an excuse. See the brand that I am. Don't misuse our teaching. Because one of the things you must do in relationship is that you must be amenable. Because when you are amenable, both of you would be better off together. I hope with this, it's like another point has just come.
I just want to chip in this. When your partner is making effort at trying to wow you routinely and all that, please, even if they are not doing what you prefer, be gracious.
Appreciate it.
By doing so, you encourage them to do more.
And by doing so, you open the doors for you guys to talk about what you actually truly prefer. Don't shoot down everything just because it's not exactly what you want. Okay, I think we're going to stop at this point. But have you subscribed to this channel? Have you clicked on the notification bell? Have you shared our videos with others? Have you read in the description where we give you details of how to reach us, contact us, or to even send the support to the work we are doing from city to city in Nigeria and to the ends of the earth? So we hope you get in touch. We hope you send in the support. We hope you click the notification bell and always get notified of our videos. We hope you share this to your friends. We hope you share this to your community, share with your church. We hope that very soon we see you in one of the cities where we'll be visiting. Again, her name is Julia. Ocholi is my name. And we are always here to bless you. Until we come your way again with the next episode, keep listening, keep praying, keep being blessed. Your testimonies will abide and abound. We love you. God bless you.